Good afternoon, good people. It's good to be on here to come to you. A lot of things happened today, a lot of things I want to talk about, and it's a whole lot to type. I didn't want to do that. So, first of all, you guys know that we have panel this week, and I want to tell you guys that all of our discharges, all the guys that were off the job, they're now back on the job. And so, I want to thank you guys for allowing us to serve you in this capacity. Also, our regular cases, the feeder case is deadlocked, which means it has to go to national panel, and we're working on making sure that happens. Our case where we had part timers going into full time positions during the months of November and December and getting paid for the holiday. That case is not deadlocked. We didn't win it. We didn't lose it, but it was referred back to us, which means that we have 30 days to get more information to make sure that we can win this case. The 22-4 case, we didn't win. And the biggest reason why we didn't win that case was because of the dovetail language that our 623 supplement has. In this Atlantic area grievance panel, our supplement is the only one that's different from everybody else. No one has this dovetail language in their supplement in the panel that we are at, which means, for an example, a person, a part-timer who's available and has a seniority to go full-time when the jobs are available, there's no dovetail list. The jobs are posted and your seniority dictates to you who gets the job. It's not like here where you got to sign a dovetail the first 2 weeks in March, and if you don't sign that list, then you're not going to get the job. So, we got some work to do, guys. That dovetail language has to get out of our supplement, and that's one of the things that we're going to be working on next negotiations. That dovetail list handicapped us today, and if we don't get rid of it, it will continue to handicap us in the future. The language, we fought on the language. Article 73 about newly created full-time jobs goes to part-timers first. That's what the language says. That's what we stood on. We had the arguments, we had the language, but because of a MOU, memorandum of understanding that was signed by the previous administration and the labor management, they were able to put this. They were able to win this case because of the dovetail language, and it sucks. And so what happens is if you don't sign that dovetail list, and someone with less seniority comes in, they can get that job before a 15 to 16 year member. That's why that dovetail list has to go. I didn't understand it sitting on the other side, but now I see sitting on this side, it's very problematic, and we got to do something about that next negotiations, which we will. So as you guys know, next year is a big year for Teamsters. That's when we elect new leadership. Now, this will be the first time in 20 years that we will have a brand new general president. No matter who you vote for, we're going to have a new one. That's because Hoffa is retiring. But there is some problems. As you guys know, if you've been here since about 2012, you realize what's really going on. 2013 was the beginning of, I want to say the end, but it was the beginning of a lot of problems that now that we face as Teamsters. And it escalated into 2018. And now the people responsible for a lot of those problems are running on both slates. And now we got to make a decision between two slates and people that cause the membership a lot of problems on both slates. So what do you do? What do you do as a member? And the reason why I say as a member, because a lot of people may not know, for the last 20 years, I've been a rank and file member. I've only been an officer for 6 months. So down to my core, down to what makes me me, I'm rank and file. I'm grassroots. That's who I am. And so I think we need to take that same approach, a grassroots approach, to who we elect as our next general president and the slate. For an example, Before we can think about endorsing anybody at 623, we need to see a plan. We need to see a vision. We need to know what's going to happen to our pension. Pensions are in trouble. What's the plan on both slates, the Vermin Power slate or the I slate? We need to see some things so we can present to our membership saying that why you are the best people to represent us in the future. Because you can't talk about how you stood up in 2018 when you caused so many problems in 2013. That's not right. That's not fair. I get reconciliation, I get forgiveness and unity, but there's a process that has to take place. It has to take place. And we need to see a plan. We need to see a vision so we can present this to our members and say, hey, listen, this is what this slate is saying. This is what this slate is saying. That's what we need to do. Number 2, who's going to be the small package director? We need to know that. We need to know who's going to be in charge of the day-to-day situations that happen between UPS and the union. We need to know that. We need to research how they handle these situations at their own local. Who's going to be other divisions director? I don't know if a lot of people know, but at the end of January, there was a lot of workers in different industries throughout the city and other areas that wanted to join 623 because they liked what we were doing and what we were about. So we need to know who are going to be the different industry directors that fall under these newly members once we get to organize them. We need to know that. Not only that, who's going to negotiate the UPS contract? Who's going to do it? What's the plan? Because whoever gets elected in about a year and a half after they get elected, the UPS contract is going to be up. And we need to know what's going to happen. And I don't want to hear nothing about how 2018 this happened, because 2018 didn't start it. 2013 did. And I will never forget that. I know what happened. I believed in a whole lot of people that told me this, that, do this way. These guys want to steer you wrong. Boom, 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 boom. And look what happened. Chaos. That was the beginning of it right there. And the same people that want our votes now, they wasn't nowhere to be found to help us out. From 2013, they didn't help us. 2014, they didn't help us. 2015, they didn't help us. 2016, they definitely didn't help us. And they made it known how we were wrong for standing up. It's not these same people running on both slates. 2017, they didn't help us. 2018, politics, contract. Now we got a chance to make, this is why I hate politics. And I'm not trying to disparage anybody. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. But as a leadership, especially from that level, we need to see a plan. We need to see the vision. We can no longer take people at their word after what happened in 2013. I wouldn't suggest that. We got to research it. I can't go back to my members and say, hey, we voting for this slate or we voting for that slate based on just because I'm tight with a few people, I'm close to a few people, I consider a few people friends. I can't do that. Because you got to understand, for the last 20 years, I was rank and file. That's who I am down to my bones. And I know how it feels to have leadership screw you. That's why I'm here today, because of what the leadership did. So what we want to do is make sure that the right people get in office. I don't want to have to go through 2013 again. I don't want to have our members go through 2018 again. I don't want that to happen. And I'm not, sure as of right now that it won't. I haven't seen enough. It's easy to talk about change when you're going to gain something from it. It's one thing if you say you want change, but to stay where you're at. But if you've been elevated and promoted to a different position, it's easy to talk about change. There was no growing pains. So we need to really think about this. And I'm not knocking nobody for who you support. This is what makes America great. This is what makes our union great. Choice. And so our choice at this time is we're not going to endorse anybody until we see a plan, a vision, and that we can give it to our members to make sure that we make the right choice. Because we thought in 2013 we was making the right choice. Look what happened. Look what happened. We ain't got to relive that. 2013 and 2018 is the same thing to me. And to my members, they feel the same way. And again, the same people that they wouldn't have had nothing to do with, that did not want to have anything to do with us for almost a decade. Now they want our vote. Now they want our money. And it's on both sides. I'm not bashing one side more than the other. This is both sides. So what we got to do is pick the right people, the right team, who got the right plan and the right vision that's going to help us for the long haul. So my question to all the people that's running, if you want our support, we need to see a plan. We need to see a vision. We need to see what you're going to do. I want to hear the same old rhetoric about, we should do this because of the experience. Well, 2013 was the experience. 2018 was experience too. And look how that happened. Look what happened to the membership because of that experience. And again, some things that I would like to see personally. Like I would like to see a debate between the people running for general president and general secretary treasurer to help us make a better decision on who we're going to put in the office. Because this is a lot different from 2016. In 2016, man, it felt like you were a part of something that was bigger than yourself. Now it just feel like it's just about politics. And listen, maybe it's just me being naive and not knowing and hating politics so much. But I'm going to tell you something. I remember 2013. I remember 2018. And I remember all the people's faces that yelled and screamed. And there was no apology given. There was nothing. All of a sudden now, all is forgiven and we got to move forward. And I agree. We do have to move forward. But we got to make sure that we're moving forward with the people with the right plan. The people with the right plan for the pension. The people with the right plan for the next contract. We can't talk about how we stood up for concessions in 2018 when you were responsible for a whole lot of concessions in 2013. We can't do that because we didn't hear from you in 2014. We didn't hear from you in 2015. We heard you loud and clear where you stood in 2016, both sides. 2017, we didn't hear from you. 2018, politics took over, and now here we again for election for IBT president. So again, this is what we need from 623. We need people to everybody that's running. We need them guys to tell us the plan, the vision. We need to know what's the plan for the pension. Who's going to be division directors, small package, freight, all that. What's the plan for getting more younger members involved? So we need to see it. We need to be able to read it, articulate it, and give it to our members so they can make a educated decision, not based on popularity or how you feel or emotions or friendship. We need to see this because, again, we got burnt before by the same people on both sides. Both sides. So please do right by the membership. I don't care nothing about myself. I care about the membership. So when you watch this video, don't take offense. Don't get upset. Just understand that I'm a rank and file down to the core. And these are questions and concerns that members bring to me. And I have a responsibility to bring them to the people that's running. So everybody that's running, 63 can't support anybody until we get these plans and we need to see the vision. We need to see all of it. And I don't want to hear about the rhetoric about how this person support this person. That doesn't matter to me because none of those people are going to be in the office with me fighting for people's jobs. None of those people is going to be at panel with me. Well, some might be at panel because we got a couple of them that's running for office here now. So I'll take that back. But again, we need people with the right plan and vision. If you really want to unite this union, then make sure we go back to the grassroots. That's how Teamsters United was started. Grassroots. Getting the membership involved. Let's go back to that. Let's hear from them. Let's hear about what they want. I get that the principal officers and this, that, and the other. I get all that. They endorse people and all that, but it's the membership. That's what this is about. The membership. Give them the plan. Give them the vision so we can make a good decision about what we want to do in the future. So again, I'm going to get out of here. Again, to the members at 623, all our guys are back to work that was here scheduled for panel. They're back to work. The FIDA case is going to national panel. The 22-4 case was lost because of the MOU that was signed. The previous guys and the previous administration and the labor manager, they got that language in there that really got to us today. So next negotiation, that dovetail is gone. I'm telling you now, we got to get rid of that because it came back and it bit us in the behind today. And also the part-time working or gaining senior qualification during the month of November, December. That case is going to be referred back to us. And so it's going to be coming back down here probably next month. So there you have it. It was a good day at panel. Well, now we need to make sure we have a good year next year when it's time to vote, because it's going to happen. The delegate election is going to be approximately a year from today. Well, not today, but this month. So all them guys that's running, please. What's the plan? What's the vision? Who's the small package director going to be? Who's going to be negotiating the next contract? These are questions that I'm being asked and I'm asking you. Because we can't vote, we can't endorse anybody until we know this. And we got to be able to trust the slate. Trust. What has each person or each slate done to gain the membership trust after what has happened in 2013 and 2018? What have they done? Because we didn't hear nothing from them for the last almost decade. Now all of a sudden we're starting to hear about them. And it changed. And people do change, I get that. But politics will make you change if you want to get something out of it for yourself. So again, we're going to get out of here. I love you guys. I was hoping to get this video down under 10 minutes. But I really wanted to let you guys know that what happened today at panel. Everybody's back to work. They was scheduled for discharges here. We got them back to work. A few cases getting deadlocked. 22-4 case we lost because of the language that we got to get rid of next negotiations, this dovetail list. And what we going to do, 623, for next year. We're going to poll you guys. We're going to ask questions. I know where most of you guys stand. You guys want to see the plan, because we remember what happened in 2013 and we remember what happened in 2018. And both sides has something to do with both. The most critical, devastating time as a UPS Teamster happened from the people that are running on both slates. So now we got to make a decision. But we need to get more clarification, more information, a plan, a vision on what each slate is going to do to make sure that this doesn't happen again. All right. So until we get that, there will be no endorsement from 623. We're not endorsing anybody until we get what we need to get and present it to our members to find out what they want. All right. Now they may say, "Hey, Hooker, we want Verma," and guess what Hooker gonna say? All right, if that's what you want. They may say, "Hey, we want the Oz team." Guess what we gonna do? We gonna want the Oz team. But I'm not gonna base it off what I want. We're gonna do this because what the members want, and that's what got our people before us in a lot of trouble. They didn't speak out against what was going on at the IBT level. The IBT level, for all everybody that's running, it has caused this membership a lot of problems. A lot. How we gonna fix it? What's the plan? All right, we love you. We talk to you. Another long day at panel tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Thank the members for giving us this opportunity. We love you. Don't forget, 623 Lives Matter. All right, bye-bye.